Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Love Live Analytical Series. That's right. If you're a fan of Love Live and want more videos just like this one, there's an entire playlist in the description down below that you can check out. And if you're a fan of Love Live, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications on when new videos come out. And let me know what you think of the video down in the comments below. Alright, let's get into the video.
ダイヤさんのところに行ってもう一回お願いしてみる。でも諦めちゃダメなんだよ。あの人たちも歌ってた。その日は絶対来るって。本気なんだね。ちょっと。私ね、小学校の頃からずっと思ってたんだ。チカちゃんと一緒に夢中で何かやりたいなって。ようちゃんだから水泳部と掛け持ちだけどはいようちゃん
To be a school idol is to shine alongside others that share your goals and understand you. It's a fundamental part of why school idols exist in and perform as groups. To succeed and to unite with others and create one radiant light that shines brighter than any other, one normal girl will unite with others who share that desire to become more than what they are. At the lead of Uranohoshi Girls Academy's very own Aqua was Takumi Chika, the normal monster. She's a girl who wanted to see what lies at the summit of Love Live Champion but recognized that she alone was never going to make it. Arguably, you could say that she believed that this was impossible for the person that she was. So knowing this, she turned to her best friend when she was in need. The one who was there from the beginning and would stay there till the end. And here we have the introduction of arguably one of the most underrated characters in the series, because while she does get her own episode, it seems that many people fail to realize what her purpose in this story is and just how important she actually is. Many fans will claim that she has no bigger character moments and seems to fall into the shadows while people like Chika and Riko continue to take the spotlight. But statements like that are fundamentally misunderstanding just who she is and why her not taking the center might be one of the most important reasons why Aqua's tiny light was able to reach as far as it did. It could even be said that had Watanabe Yo never pushed the normal monster forward, there would be no Aqua. Without the girl who pulled her friend towards the light so they could shine together, Chika would have never found her shine, and Aqua would have never left their mark in history. So let's go full speed ahead and dive right into it. This is Watanabe Yo, the most underrated support that was there for the light that saved Uranohoshi. Watanabe Yo is the childhood friend of Takumi Chika and has been with her all the way into high school. She's the daughter of a ship captain and thus has a strong affinity for water-related activities and subsequently uniforms. As such, she is a member of the school swimming club and makes it a point to keep up her physique. Her love for uniforms drove her to become obsessed with making her own, so fittingly, she is also the costume designer for Aqua. Again, she really likes uniforms. She also lives closer to the city than the other members and is thus more accustomed to city life, which is why you often see her and Yohane going home together and meeting up. She's confident, outgoing, and fitting to her name is like a ray of sunshine. Fun fact, did you know Yo means sun? Yo, I bet you didn't know that fact about Yo. Why did I write this? This bright, outgoing, and confident attitude is directly contrasted with her best friend. Chika never took part in any clubs because she never really had any motivation for anything. She was airheaded and aimless, unlike that friend who stayed by her side. But despite everyone's perception of the Mikan-obsessed girl, Yo knew that there was more to her, because Yo, who knows her more than anyone else, sees that Chika isn't the unmotivated, empty-headed girl she seems like. Far from it, in fact. Chika is anything but these things. And if there was anything that darkened Yo's bright outlook, it was her regret that she never got to do anything with that friend who never saw any worth in herself. If you've ever had a friend that you've been close to for all your life, you know how sad it is to imagine drifting away from them, be it through differences in talents, interests, or goals, or even just life circumstances. That risk of drifting apart always remains. But there's always that one friend that you want to stick by all your life, the one who means the most to you, So even if those things try to tear you apart, you make it a point to try your best to stay by their sides. And even greater than that fear is possibly the guilt when you miss the chance to do just one more thing with them. The preciousness of that friendship matters just that much. And for Watanabe Yo, that constant desire and failure to do just one more thing with that friend crushed her every day. Yo always had a talent for swimming, for designing costumes, and had charisma that drew other people to her. These things came naturally, and it's easy to say that she's extraordinary. With her skill, her beauty, her physique, and her outgoing personality, she is far from what you would describe as normal. But that talent made her slowly get pulled away from her best friend, a girl who only ever thought of herself as normal. Takumi Chika, who had no talents, no outstanding features about herself, or anything like that, paled in comparison to her best friend that she admired. She always told Yo how great she was, how great it was that she was able to be like that. But Yo never saw their relationship like that, and most certainly thought of her friend as anything but normal. What Yo saw in Chika was a girl who saw a world filled with light, who saw a world full of things to admire and the true value of everything that lay outside of herself. Yo always wanted to see what she saw, and ironically, while Chika saw the world as light surrounding the darkness that was the normal monster, the only light that Yo could see was that of the girl who saw nothing in herself. She always knew that Chika was special, but thought nothing of herself and wanted desperately to do something together with her. But Chika lacked the ability and talent to stand with Yo on that stage of talent, so she turned her down. After all, Chika would just be imposing on Yo, messing around where she was able to try her hardest. But there had to be something they could do together. And that was when Chika found the light that changed something within her. This thing that seemed so radiant, that allowed girls that seemed as normal as her to shine like the sun. It was no wonder why Chika became a school idol. It was the one thing that she had that could allow her to become something more than what she was. But Chika couldn't ask Yo to join because she was in the swimming club. Yet Yo saw that Chika was finally putting her all in something, like she had always wanted. So she decided that she would take the chance to do the one thing she always wanted to do and form the school idol club with the girl she always left behind. Yo's ability to pick up choreography well and her affinity for costume design allowed her to fill in two very important spaces where Chika lacked. She was the perfect support for this group, and as the series progresses, you realize just how much she poured into that role. Fitting to her name and her personality, she is the one who usually initiates a rousing cheer whenever the group needs it. After their proclamation that they would save Urano Hoshi by immortalizing its name in history, it was Yo who had the group go for a run, full of their newfound motivation. After their victory in the qualifier, it was Yo who gave the cheer that they had to go forward. All of these little things she did to bring up the mood of the group, of her best friend that she loved with all of her heart. If Chika fell into the darkness, it would be Yo who did her best to pull her out, yet that still wasn't enough. The two of them alone couldn't advance further than that because what is a school idol without music?
ここで転校生を紹介します。今日からこの学校に編入することになった。失礼。東京の音の木坂という高校から転校してきました。桜内リコです。よろしくお願いします。
It is important when trying to understand Watanabe Yo that you understand both Takumi Chika and Sakurauchi Riko, just as it was important to understand Minami Kotori and Kosaka Honoka before understanding Sonoda Umi, because the three of them lie at the center of Love Live Sunshine's narrative. But unlike Muse's original three, Aqua was the product of two childhood friends and a transfer student that fundamentally changed the course of destiny for Takumi Chika. This girl was from the city, she was beautiful, was incredibly talented with music, which was the wall that stood in the way of the school idol club's progression. And, as if she was a message from the legendary Nine themselves, came from the school that ignited Chika's flame of inspiration. Riko was the one who changed Chika's course of destiny that day she transferred in, and this time it was Yo who felt as if she was being left behind. Yo realized that this thing she wanted to do with her friend was slowly being taken over by Riko, and subsequently every other member of Aqua that Chika recruited. It was no longer just this thing that belonged to the two of them. It was all of these people, with Riko finding her way closer to Chika's side than Yo had ever been. She lived next door, she had all of these things about her that drew Chika toward her, and even when she eventually left for Tokyo for her piano competition, Chika was still thinking about her. Even from the perspective of someone like Mari, who ended up joining later on, Aqua seemed to have originally been just Chika and Riko, not Chika and Yo. Yo, in her attempts to stand closer to her best friend's side, realized that she was the one slowly drifting away.
チカちゃんのそばにはリコちゃんが一番合ってると思う。だってチカちゃんリコちゃんといると嬉しそうだし、リコちゃんのために頑張るって言ってるし。そんなこと思ってたんだ。チカちゃん、前話してたんだよ。
Unlike Riko, who joined out of Chika's request to find her love for music, Yo's only goal was to just make up for all those years where she couldn't be with her friend. She saw that her friend wanted to do something with all of her heart, so she joined her simply so that she wouldn't be alone in those efforts. But she saw that Riko had filled in the space and grew jealous of them, thinking that maybe Chika didn't just want it to be the two of them. After all, Chika always turned Yo's invitations down because she couldn't stand next to her. Maybe being friends with someone like Yo, who had things come easy to her and was so amazing, was a burden on her. And being with Riko, who enabled her journey to the summit of Love Life more prominently, was what she needed. But that's far from what Chika believed.
Yo-chan! Yo-chan! Chika-chan!
Chika's wish was always more than just to simply shine. It was more than just being with her friend. It was more than just finding a new one. All of it together was what she wanted, because for the normal monster who saw nothing in herself, it was everyone around her that she loved that was her driving force. That included Riko, and that especially included Yo. Both of them were precious to her because Chika had always wanted to be with Yo, but knew she lacked the ability to stand with her. But thanks to Riko, she had the group that she and her best friend together could shine even brighter. It was thanks to Yo's support that Chika even had the hope of going forward, because every person that changed her life was so precious to the one who thought she was unworthy of all of it. This is why episode 11 is so important to understanding what exactly Yo's role is, and why both her and Riko are equally as important to Chika. She needed both of them, but Yo would always just do what Chika needed. What she wanted was her friend to shine as the person Chika knew she could be. Those steps for the dance may have been made for Riko, but it was Yo standing in front this time. So Yo should make her own steps, because her friendship is just as important as Riko's, but every bit is different, and that needs to be expressed in its own way. Yo's role became clear. Chika wanted to shine with all of her heart, standing side by side with others who seemed much brighter than her, because every single one of them meant that much to her, and what made Chika smile made Yo even happier. If Chika felt down, she would reach out to her. If Chika had doubts, then Yo would give her that question that served to help her find her way over and over again.
Chika-chan, yameru?
Watanabe Yo would do everything she could to keep this group together because it gave her the chance to watch her friend finally find her shine. Her friend that despised everything about herself. But why? Her friend was able to charge forward despite believing she had no talent. Her friend who believed in her and gave her so much hope yet never had any of that for herself. Her friend who took all of the blame of every single failure they had into herself, yet every single time kept getting back up. Why couldn't she love herself like Yo loved her? Because Aqua was more than just some activity that gave them the chance to be together. It was more than just some fun dancing and singing in time for messing around. It was more than their futile struggle to save their school. It was their pride. It was this bond that was shared between all 9 of them, because every single one of them connected over their shared regrets and their desires to shine. Through Aqua, Mari was able to reach out to Yo, seeing this girl who was about to make the same mistake she did 2 years ago that destroyed her friendship. Because if you have feelings that threaten the connection you have, you should pour those feelings out and understand one another. Through Aqua, she met Riko, this girl who was able to make her best friend's dream possible and find a stage where she and her newfound friends proclaimed to the world that the choice they made was right. These feelings of unity, of love, friendship, and freedom were only possible because of that friend who constantly put herself down. So Yo would do everything she could to make her realize that she was more than that. Aqua became a part of her. She could never forget, and it was all because of her friend and that miracle that came from Otonokizaka. If you listen to the song that was performed in episode 11 of season 1, Omoi yo hitotsu ni nare, meaning may our feelings become one, it's actually using the piano composition that Riko made for a competition. It was the piece that she was struggling to create, the piece that she couldn't write until Aqua gave her the courage to face her music once again. The song named Umi ni Kairu Mono, or Those Who Return to the Sea. The song written after she found her love once again in the ocean with Chika and Yo. But this same song turned into Aqua's next performance, the song that Chika insisted that Yo performed not like Riko, but like herself. Their feelings were different, but they were the same in that they were all formed because of each other. Her friendship with Chika was different, but it was because of the three of them working together that they were able to find their shine. It was because that girl found her love for music in the water that their feelings were able to become one. So of course Yo would love Riko just as much. She was a part of that light that changed her life. Watanabe Yo is what makes Sunshine work the way it does. She's the one who finds herself in the back despite obviously being more suited to being in the spotlight, but that's not what she finds most important. In her eyes, nothing could ever be brighter than the sight of her friend leading them all towards a destination they've never experienced before. And her role as a support is so important, and I can't help but love her character because of it. Every time she breaks the tension with her upbeat attitude, every time she reaches out to that friend who doubts herself and tells her that she's special, and every time she comes to love this thing that originally only started as two, makes me realize how amazing she is. And I hope you're able to see it too.
私ね、チカちゃんに憧れてたんだ。チカちゃんが見てるものが見たいんだって。ずっと同じ景色を見てたいんだって。このままみんなでおばあちゃんになるまでやろっか。
This is Watanabe Yo, the shining support who pushed Aqua beyond what it was and who found a love that she could only find because of her bonds. Thank you for watching another video by yours truly, WattheWut. I would like to thank my patrons for making videos like this possible, namely people like Flutterarbutt, Flarbu, Thanks Archerad, Mr. Cynical, and Rents Paid. If you want more information on videos that come out, you can always follow me on Twitter or check out my Discord. And if you don't want to support me on Patreon, you can always donate to my coffee. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.